Welcome back to our channel, and thank you for tuning in and thank you for supporting us. But if you're new to this channel and you haven't subscribed yet, please encourage us by doing so that we can bring you the latest news as they come. And together we shall support our great leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, IPOB, Eastern Security Network, to make our Biafran dream a reality. He say, the Fulani Caliphate, led by the Sultan of Sokoto, blasts Buhari impostor that he deceived them about Biafra, that they have now noticed that Biafrans only trust Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and that Southeast politicians are all liars. My brothers and my sisters, they have seen the truth, because Biafrans only trust Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And that is why the Fulani Socio-Cultural Association, ؐİɁEİTİ a Fulani terrorist group, has described the judgment of the Court of Appeal that discharged and acquitted Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of IPOB, as a miscarriage of justice. But they have never complained about the Fulani terrorists committing havoc in Nigeria, and none of them have been arrested. They did not complain when the Fulani terrorists invaded Kuje prison. They did not complain when Fulani terrorists were kidnapping Catholic and other Christian leaders and killing people. They did not complain. They are complaining for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's discharge and acquisition at the Court of Appeal. Someone who committed no offense. Reacting to the judgment, the National Secretary of the Fulani terrorist group, ₦İİTİ, Saleh Hassan, urged the Fulani Nigerian government to approach the Supreme Court. Al-Hassan alleged that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a threat to national security, and setting him free would jeopardize the conduct of 2023 general elections. Imagine a terrorist chief accusing an armless freedom fighter, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Imagine that. That can only happen in the zoo. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has not killed anyone in Nigeria, unlike the Fulani terrorists. And the Fulani terrorist chief is describing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as a terrorist, someone that does not have AK-47. He has not killed anyone. He has not invaded any community. And they're calling him terrorist. Just because he has refused the Fulani terrorists from overrunning Biafra land, and they consider him as a terrorist. The Fulani terrorist group said they are very sad with the judgment. That how can Mazi Nnamdi Kanu be released, claiming that he has organized the killing of innocent pastoralists, women, children, security operatives, insurrection against Nigeria, to be discharged by the appeal court. Imagine the Fulani terrorists are angry because Eastern Security Network chased them out of Biafran forests and bushes, where they were raping our women, our daughters, and they were killing our farmers and our crops. They want that to continue. And because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu created Eastern Security Network that drove them out, they are so angry. But they have failed. The ؐ leader that is supposed to be in jail, if Nigeria was a country working, supposed to be in jail, is busy fighting against the judgment at the appeal court and asking the Fulani Nigerian government to approach the Supreme Court. They will also fail. You know, while the Fulani Janjaweed were angry, there was jubilation in Southeast region over the appeal court vindication of IPOB leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Even in the Bible, there was sorrow in Egypt, but their neighbors in Goshen, there was celebration. That is what played out. The Fulani were so angry, crying, weeping, whereas there's jubilation in Biafra land. Shortly after the news of the court judgment filtered in, there was spontaneous jubilation all over southeastern states. Youths were seen in cluster in thanking God that they were alive to witness the ruling. Some of the people were overheard saying there is still hope for Nigeria to be united, since there are judges who still think upright. But the truth is that, talking about hope in Nigeria, Biafrans have crossed the Rubicon. There's no going back. There's no going back to Egypt. There's no looking back like the Lord's wife. There's no looking back. It is either Biafra is restored or nothing. That is it. In some other gatherings, people expressed optimism that the activities of unknown gunmen would now be a thing of the past in Biafra land, because the unknown gunmen are the creation of the Fulani Nigerian government in order to demonize IPOB. So now, once Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is set free, they will stop their unknown gunmen activities. However, reacting to the judgment, the Apex Igbo Socio-Cultural Organization, Ohaneze Ndi Igbo, described the appeal court decision as a landmark judgment. Ohaneze spokesman, Dr. Alex Ogbonna, said that he received the news with happiness, joy, and jubilation. It's a jubilation galore across the entire Southeast and Nigeria in general, because they have relieved, Nigerians and Biafrans have been relieved by the appeal court judgment. It is a landmark, and that he's very happy. Dr. Ogbonna commends every other person who have stand behind the Igbo race on this struggle, and above all, he said they also commend Mazi Nnamdi Kanu because what he is fighting in IPOB is an expression of outcome, effect, and not a cause. He regretted that IPOB and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu were unjustly treated, adding that IPOB was born as a result of the circumstance surrounding Nigeria, hardship, marginalization, loop-sidedness. So what is happening in IPOB is expression of dissatisfaction with the Nigerian system of governance. He maintained that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is representing Igbo collective consciousness and that they are happy with the landmark. It is one of the very best judgments ever delivered by Nigerian judiciary. Whereas the Fulani Janjaweed are weeping. They are weeping. You know, inter-society statement signed by its principal officers, Emeka Umeagbalasi, Chidinma Udebunam, strongly condemned the Fulani Nigerian government's total disregard and disobedience to judgment, describing it as an affront to the judiciary. My brothers and my sisters, the Fulani Janjaweed are in trouble. They are in big trouble. And inter-society said that should the Fulani Nigerian government decide to head to Supreme Court in the exercise of its rights under the country's body of law, then Mazi Nnamdi Kanu must first of all be set free, with worst-case scenario being to place him in civil liberty-compliant movement surveillance, if, in the sincere opinion of the Nigerian state, granting him total freedom of movement, expression, and association will be injurious to the tendency of the apex appeal, if any, and its final determination. Thank you, my brothers and my sisters, for watching this video, and bye-bye for now.